Oh, Stefan. Good evening and welcome to Mo Knows featuring me, Monica Mo Justice. Um, I wasn't sure how this was gonna work out because I tried to schedule something. I tried to schedule the live. So I wasn't sure if this was gonna work out well. Life is good. Life is so good. Okay, so I don't understand what this thing be doing some days. So what I'm gonna do is, hi Darren, how are you? I think I'm gonna delete this one because I'm gonna keep what we got. Um, okay, because I um I did some shiz today, and I'm gonna get ready with y'all while we just unwind. How was your day? Hey, cooking with Steel. How are you? How you guys doing? I haven't seen you in a minute. Did I see you yesterday? Maybe I saw you the other day. Oh, I don't comb my hair, so I had to take a moment to comb my hair. Yo, the people on this thing is a hot mess. Hey, hey, raining woman. Hey, Valme. What's up, San Francis? All right, if you blue, it's just by hook or crook, cause I ain't go back. God, this thing is popping in chats. Okay. So, let's go back to the way we used to be, the way things were. Oh, I gotta find that mirror thing. Cause I'm just dropping stuff and doing stuff. All right. Oof. This is just way too much for me. I should have dropped the pins a long time ago, but I didn't. So I gotta do old lady style curls. Yeah, it got mad thick. It got mad. It got mad thick. Now I'm not one for white tea, but today we Motown Mo, so we just gonna have to go with the flow of shit. Um, so I gotta get used to me in a white tea, but I know what to do. I blowed it out today, and then that's just it. It's thick as heck. Okay. Did y'all see an announcement from oh yeah. All right, that's much better. Oh, well, we'll dig the two if I could do it. Tonight's show will be featuring Stronger Every Day. All right. All right. Let me find my channel. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I have the thing over here. Let me bring it over here. I never know how to get to the damn thing. Oh, this is new. I never seen this before. Oh, wow, this is new. I never been over here before. It's tiny as fuck. Forget about it. But it's new to me. I never seen that before. Oh, wow. How do you keep it straight? My flat iron lasts 3 hours. Um, First I didn't flat iron. I only uh whatever that is. And I pin curl. We're gonna have a problem. I can't. Is this the new studio? I don't like this. I don't like this thing. All stuff and I done touched something. All right, Mom. Oh man, how did I do that? Go back. Okay, I was trying to see the chat, but I guess I'm gonna. All right, Mo, I see you. You giving us mood tonight. You know, I'm not giving y'all nothing. I wish I went to the real salon and got it. Whatever they do, cause they be doing. They be they be doing that great, and not I don't know how to do it like they do it. And then I pin curled it, and I guess I pin curled it too long because it got mad mad tight curls. Okay, where did I put y'all? I lost y'all. I gotta find y'all. Y'all there? I lost y'all. Really, I did. There y'all. Yeah, so I lost it, but maybe tomorrow it'll be better. Tomorrow it'll be better. I need the other comb. This one's too thin. So we will figure out how to pin this up for tonight. Let tonight be the night. All right. Shout out to um what's the lady's name? I said what's her name? Shout out to Joanna because I'm Motown Mo today. I feel like what's that lady's name? Get head on now. Oh, you giving us evening sexy with dim lights and curls. No, I just put on those like those are dim lights to you? Yes. We done been here 6 months in the natural. Oh my gosh, she lost us. Yeah, I found y'all. Um, we got six, whatever you call this stuff. That's what I was testing because I've been for 6 months now. I've been straight up doing the wash and goes or whatever you call it. Good morning, good evening, Cynthia. Um, so I've been doing, but I am not a hairstylist, so I'm not gonna play one on the YouTube. So when we're just gonna go with how shit goes, and that's it. But when I do get to go to the hair salon, we are going to have. It's probably going to be like that's some shit in 6 months. No heat. Yeah, don't do no heat. All right, so y'all want to be texting me like we crazy? Oh, thank you. Um, yeah, it's on. Um, so this is a woman to woman discussion this evening, and it's because Mo was a bad girl, and I didn't play nice in the sandbox. So I reached out to Stronger Every Day to have a discussion. I saw a video and she didn't understand why I was, I want to say, she didn't understand why there's an issue or why I am feeling any kind of way about her. So I thought the best way to approach it was to come live, have a discussion that will not end like yesterday's discussion with the woman. It won't even begin like yesterday's discussion um, with the woman. So that's it. Here it is. There was no pre talk, there was just an invite. So you will hear uh, a raw exchange, and hopefully it will be an introductory point of how we can all set aside our differences and begin to have healthy conversations that bring us into a stronger community, hunt, stronger every day, bring us into better positions because we need to step up a notch. Now, yes, I did some whole live screaming yesterday, and I did a whole lot of anger yesterday. And some folks don't understand, and that's okay. Hi Tit Tat, Tiffy Tat, San Francis. I think I said hello. I said hi to Mama Simpson, Miss Tawana. Good evening, Elaine Smart. Good evening, Rainy. India. Good evening. Did I miss anybody? Queen, I didn't see you today, Queen Miko. Are you okay? I didn't get any notifications for you. Hey, Nikkei. Um, Jasmine Johnson was already like, girl, come on. You ain't lose us, right? You can't be losing people up in here. And of course, Rain and Woman. I'm not in the chat. Some of you were blue from yesterday's uh meetings of the mind. Uh Gears. Hey, hey, hey. Uh, I just can't believe Gears hung out that whole time. I am I'm at the part of watching the last 6 hours of, of the live from yesterday, and I'll put the last 6 hours up. Um, I'm having my difficulties with it. I think that's the most part of the video that needs to be edited. It's just some exchanges that were a little brutal. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Years hung in there to the end. All right. So we did enough combing our hair for the people in the cheat seats that can't communicate with us effectively. Um, I got hair mofos. Why don't y'all worry about yourselves sometimes? Do something more constructive than come inside chats talking about Mo don't comb her hair. Mo don't do this. Mo don't do this. Mo don't give a damn about y'all's and y'all bullshit. Y'all be killing me some days. Really be killing me. Um, that took a lot to hang in there. I'm just sticking pins up in this thing. Okay. I didn't even realize that you didn't go live. Shout out to Honey Lot who I just seen enter the building and wherever Alethea is at. Don't give me a hard time, Honey Lot. I was trying to send her pictures when I was messing with the hair, and she was no good hairstylist from abroad today. She was not. Anybody wants to join the panel ahead of time? I'm gonna throw y'all off when oh well it's time. It's too bad y'all can't enter. Um I only want this link to be I was gonna do y'all pre conversation, but this link is for Stronger when she arrives. Did you guys get a notification? I think I already asked about a town hall yet. I'm waiting on Logic for that. Okay, I'm gonna leave it the way it is for now. Hey Yvonne, it's weird. I ain't see you, Yvonne, in the other set in the other showing. This is amazing. I like the way this view is. Oh, I could pop out this chat. Good. Pop out this chat. Yay for Mo. She figured that out. But it looks so tiny over here. They're gonna have to do something about that. That is not cool. Oh, you didn't get one? All right. Tit for tat, sweetheart. Okay. Okay. Stronger is in the house. I'm not a StreamYards fan, you guys. But oh man, I could have did all of this and not do all of this. All right. All right. We'll just be all big and poofy. like check out my weave. Right. Hello.
Hello. Can you guys hear me well? Am I clear?
Yes, you are. I didn't even do the peekaboo thing to see if it was really you. They must really be scared of me trolling. They ain't even gonna come up here and try to pretend.
Right.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for accepting my invitation to having a woman to woman's discussion.
Oh, no problem.
I saw your video, as I said, and I thought it was time to have a talk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's long overdue. Um, Yeah. Hey, yo, folks. Let me just finish with. Is there anybody I missed saying hello to? Hey, Dre. Y'all want to shout out Stronger because she's here, Miss Deb.
Hi, everybody. Hope y'all having a good night.
So, what brings you back to the YouTube?
Oh, God. You know I'm sporadic. I come and go. But, not to bring up old stuff, but, I heard some things that were going on with SJ and a so-called take up for him and his death. And
That brought you back?
yeah, that's what brought me back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what brought me back. I kept hearing about it and hearing about it. And I, being who I am, I wanted to get to the bottom of it and I wanted to know the truth.
Mm.
And that's why I came back.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought you came back because you just was gone and wanted to be back inside hell.
Mm-mm.
Because some
I've been in
cases,
hell. I mean, I've been in hell on here. So, I mean, that's nothing new for me, of course. But no, I mean, I got tired of hearing about it. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to know the truth. I wanted to know the truth. And I felt like I was owed that to want to know whether that was true or not. Was it money taken up for him? Because I clearly didn't tell anybody to do that. When I came
Mhm.
on here and told everybody about his passing, I never told anybody to do that. I didn't ask anybody to do that. Nor did I ask anybody to make any back chat calls and ask for anybody to donate for him. I didn't ask for none of that. So when I'm hearing about it and it's getting on my nerves and it's bugging me and it's bothering me, yeah, I want to know.
So, how's your family doing?
Um, they're doing good. I mean, my daughter is great. Her cancer is good. She's in remission.
Okay.
Unfortunately, with the chemo, that caused the issue with SJ,
Yeah.
because she was pregnant with him.
Yes.
So,
Alicia has shared many of has shared that with me because she
right.
was very I feel she was extremely close to you.
Um, we were YouTube close. Yeah, we were YouTube close. I mean, I generally love and care for Alethea, even now, because I
Mhm.
think what had happened, like I was saying, I was kind of a little bit off guard with her first video because the
Mhm.
first video came out very disrespectful to me with the weaker every day. And I'm like, okay, well, where is this coming from? Because I didn't speak bad on you when I came back. You know what I'm saying? But
Do you think that had to do with who you was rolling with at the moment, or do
um
you think it had to do with just time, distance, you?
honestly, I think it was who she perceived I was rolling with at the moment. I will definitely, I'm not even going to make an excuse about that. I think
Mhm.
that's what it was. And I'm pretty sure Alethea will agree with that.
Mhm.
And because she's not here, I don't want to bring up
No,
anything
she's
else.
around.
Oh, she's around. Okay.
She's around, and I full disclosure, I had a discussion with her, and I
Mhm.
had a discussion through that period of time with her in real time, and it was very troubling for her because she felt as if I'm sure she shared this with you when you guys had the uh, makeup
Yeah.
apology
Mhm.
embracing, um, that she was very upset because you didn't believe her,
Mhm.
and she didn't understand where that came from, and then you were aligned with other folks. So
Mhm.
I took the alignment issue and tried to deal with that straight up front, but I didn't know where to go with the disbelief other than to tell her that I felt that when you hear things on the YouTube, and that goes for all of us, when you hear stuff on the YouTube, maybe you don't want to be the one that brings the information to somebody.
Right.
She was like, uh, without the receipt.
Mhm.
But many of us are not capturing receipts on day to day stuff. So
Right.
I think she was just confiding in you in good confidence,
Mhm.
that that's what she had heard occurred, but didn't have all the information to definitively say. But that's what she had heard. So it was a good
Right.
thing when Myron came out recently and he said the sourcing, and it was able to reveal itself. I think that
Right.
was one good closure. So yes, Monica put out a video and said you should apologize
Mhm.
to her, and
And
I felt that
you
way.
know what? I didn't even see. I watch Myron, but I don't watch Myron. Um, so I did not see that. I didn't see him reveal the so-called truth. No, I won't say see. I did
Well,
not hear him.
hear him.
Yeah, reveal the so-called truth. I didn't hear
Mhm.
that. Um, so when you said apology, yeah, I didn't know what I was like.
Well,
Am I
the apology would have just been for not believing in her,
okay?
not for hanging out with whomever you was hanging. You and everyone on here is entitled to be on whatever in whomever's chat they want to support. Um, so I don't, if you have a relationship with somebody and they find that it is overwhelming to them, that you support another channel, maybe that might go a different way. But it was more or less my cry out or demands, as I may have put it, and I think that's how I put it, was just on the strength of she didn't deceive you. She wasn't lying to you. She didn't give you misinformation um, to hurt you. She just wanted you to know.
Yeah, and like I said, being outside of my emotion and how angry I was with the whole situation, I see it for what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like I was saying on my lives, and it may sound kind of crass, but everybody else's feelings up until that point, I didn't give
Didn't
a damn
matter.
about. I was here for one thing and one thing only, one answer and one answer only. I didn't care about whose feelings were involved. I didn't care about who felt a certain way about it. It is what it is. I move like that. Um, and it's like another thing with Alethea, and I don't know if she spoke to you about it, but I did reference that in one of my responses to her was what Faith had said about SJ's passing. That was the one thing from Alethea that I did want to know, and I still haven't gotten it from her own mouth. She wrote it to me in a Facebook message, and she
Mm.
also wrote it to me while I was live one night.
Well, I
And
hope y'all get to do that.
yeah, and I
All I
want
know is that when
to talk to you
Alethea
about
put up
that.
videos, all I said at the bottom of it was like I was just like leave it alone. Like I was trying to say leave it alone, let it
Yeah.
ride. Um, but that's something I don't know what you're looking for from her.
No, I'm not really looking for anything from her, but basically what she told me. Um, because I feel like I don't know. I feel as if me and her would not have had this issue if I had known word for word what Faith had said. And, I'll say it because I said it on my live because you look perplexed. So I'll say it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was live one night, and I think this is the first time that maybe that woman was on my panel. And she said to me that she's very disappointed in me that I have Faith on my panel after she told me that she don't give a fuck about SJ dying.
Okay, which lady doesn't?
Faith,
So
Faith.
yeah, I can't deal. All right.
Mhm.
I got it. So wait, you had Alethea on your panel, and
No, 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 no,
Alethea,
not
or
Alethea.
you?
I had Faith on the panel one night. Uh, I don't know. Maybe this was maybe a live before I left, or it's some lives back. And she basically said to me, "I can't believe you have Faith on the panel."
Who's
After
she? She can't believe. So
Alethea,
Alethea couldn't believe you had faith on the
right?
panel
Hmm.
because
Because she said to Alethea that I don't give a fuck,
allegedly.
allegedly, that I don't give a fuck that SJ died. And I said during my panel, if this is true, to whomever sent me this message, come onto my panel. And,
Faith, are you out there?
never came on my panel. And I've said that on the panel with Faith on the panel. Let me know what this woman said about my grandson. Because at that point, I would have broken everything that I had going on with Faith, which was really nothing but helping her deal with what she was dealing with straight drop. That's what I was helping her with. I wasn't helping her with anything other than that because I thought at that time we had that in common. You know what I'm saying? And then after a while, I got on onto Drop's panel, and I kind of felt and looked at things differently. And that's how everything changed between them and me.
I
If
need a
that
pen and a piece of paper.
Yeah, if
Okay.
that makes any sense.
So me and you good, right? We good. We
Yeah,
okay. Okay,
yeah,
great. All
we're
right.
fine.
So
Yeah, we're good.
so you want Alethea to repeat what Faith said.
No, I don't want her
Uh,
to repeat it out
you
loud.
want right.
Just talk to me. Just talk to me about it. Because what I
Okay.
want to know is what even led up to that conversation for this woman to say, allegedly, I don't give a fuck, SJ died or her grandson died. What was the conversation about that to even bring him into your conversation? Like, what were you guys even talking about? That's where what I'm confused about. Like, what were you guys talking about that would even incorporate him in his death? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so SJ passed away November 2018.
Yes.
Correct. So
Mm-hmm.
this is during the time that so 2018 is during the time that Alethea is having conversations with Faith.
Yeah.
Faith is her bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Okay.
To my knowledge. Yeah, I think I do believe so. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you reach out to Faith to
No.
ask her? Okay.
Because during
Faith,
all that
are you
time,
around? You want to
because
discuss it?
during all that time, he had just passed away. There's so much that happened that I don't know. I was involved in my own issues. You know what I'm saying? So as far as me and Alethea talking during that time, I think she may have messaged me a couple of times, about nothing in particular. Just seeing, how everybody's doing
So
and all that. But
during the time that you're going through the grieving process in November and December,
right.
Alethea shares this information with you.
Um,
Or this is
it
after.
was during the time that I had a live, and this was after he had passed away. I would have to go back and find that live because I don't remember. And I do know that it was in my Facebook Messenger. But it was during that time that I was leaving and gone. So, but again, that was not my major concern about whether she had said that or not. My major concern was finding out where the money was taken up. That was it. That's all. I was not thinking about what Alethea said until she made those 3 videos. And then I was like, okay, well, let me know what was said about SJ.
I wasn't talking to Faith. It's what I heard, what was people was saying that she didn't care about. That's what. Hold hang on a second. That's who was collecting money for Deb and for Bugs Big Child. This is what I heard. What was being spread on YouTube. I didn't screenshot it. Okay, so what I had a conversation with Alethea about in the in 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 all of this was regurgitating
Right.
things that she had heard on the YouTube, opposed to things that was said directly to her. So I
Mm-hmm.
do not believe that Faith said that directly to Alethea.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I just feel that she heard it amongst other things on the YouTube as you know things developed or lies were being played.
Right.
Um, so it's so let's just say this: we are all a work in progress. Alethea is a work in progress. We are working on how we convey different information. Hey, Beach. Hey, Shalinda. Um, so we'll continue to work on that. But I don't believe that she had it based on her text message now that it was said to her directly by Faith.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
and I will agree. I think a lot of us need to stop with the regurgitation. You know what I'm saying?
I would
Because
agree.
that's definitely causing a lot of unnecessary drama. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. The only reason why Alethea is not in the chat today is because we discussed that I just wanted to have a one on one with you because it was my statements to you, and I just wanted to, I just wanted to have the moment to speak to you, woman to woman, um, and not have any extras. Any,
Right.
but I would have invited, and I have Faith, just in case she did say that, and she
Mm.
want to put some light on that, because she's that kind of woman, and I'm
Well,
that
when I
kind of
said it
woman
on my
too.
live, yeah, when I said it on my live, she said prove it.
Okay,
All
well,
right. So.
oh, so you've already had this discussion
Oh
with Faith?
yeah,
Oh,
I
I
said it.
thought you
I had it
didn't
on.
speak to
Yeah, I
Faith.
had it on the
Oh,
live with her on there. I said
okay.
it with her on there. Yeah.
Oh, then Faith, you don't have to come over because you that type of woman over there. I'm good with it.
Right. I mean, she's aware. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that Alethea heard a lot of things because she watched more videos than me. So she probably heard a lot of things, picked up some stuff, and just wanted to share with you.
Hmm.
Um, and we're working on that. And we're working on we're working that out. But I was just as Alethea was going through the pain of what was happening with the two of you, and it was very painful. She
Hmm.
felt that she was very connected to Sydney,
Yeah.
um, because of the cancer connection and those type of um, she really related to you
Yeah.
extremely. So
She did. And I hate the fact that allowed my feelings to interfere with what I had going on with her. I really do, and I feel
you
bad
can't
about
take care of another woman. You have to take care of yourself. I mean,
that. That is true.
at the end of the day, I believe um, you have a lot of things that you are going through as well, and that
Hmm.
you've experienced. That's what you've come here and shared with us. And sometimes you can't adopt everybody else's pain.
You're
And I
right.
think that you are one of the people that has taken on, I've watched you through this time take on other people's pain, um, wear it, go fighting the chosens at
Hmm.
your own expense.
Yeah.
Expense at one point was your channel.
Hmm.
The things that you were developing. So I've seen you go in warring for women. So I could understand that. I dubbed it weaker every um, moment
Hmm.
because I keep seeing you breaking down,
Right.
breaking down as you take on other people's issues. So
Hmm.
I was concerned, and I did want to ask you, how do you see yourself branching off now? Not because I made a name for you, but how do
Hmm.
you see yourself? And then this morning, there's your video. I'm thinking about rebranding. I think those are all the things that we think about when
Hmm.
we are, approaching something again, when you're in a new birth. So
Yes.
I see you're in that direction. So it's not something to hash on here. I
Hmm.
was gonna ask you that, but then I saw the video this morning and I was like, I think she definitely um has definite self awareness. I believe that I believe in you, but yeah, just taking on everybody. I've been here too. I've taken on some people's pain and try to fight things. And sometimes we don't look our strongest when we fight in somebody else's battle.
Right. You're
And I'm
absolutely
telling
right.
you from experience, I've been there, I've done that. So
Hmm.
I'm not speaking down to anybody. I'm just telling you this has been my experience. And I think we share that in common. And I've seen you war.
Yeah, and it is
for
you.
others.
Yeah, and you're right, because it's like with my own issues and my own demons that I have openly, put
That
out on
part.
this YouTube, as open and raw as I can possibly be, like really bearing my soul. And when I have those issues compound with everybody else's issues, yeah, I do break down, because then I'm not focusing on my own issue. I'm focusing on the issue that my channel portrays, and it's other women's issue. And so, yeah, I get beaten down a lot, and I get beaten down very, very quickly, because it's just too much to handle. So at that particular time, it's like, okay, am I going to deal with my mental and my emotion, or am I going to put another person's mental and emotion in front of mine? And I feel selfish when I put mine in front of the people that came to me to help them. That's how I feel. So it's like, okay, if a person took a time to send me an email, a long ass email, right, about
Mhm.
whatever, and I take on that issue on YouTube, I still have to remember and put in my forethought, the front of my mind, Deb, you got issues too. So who's going to take on yours while you're handling someone else's? And there is nobody. You know what I'm saying? I have to handle my own issue, and then I have to handle another person's issue at the
Well,
same
you
time.
don't have to
Well,
handle.
I know I don't have to,
You
but
you
when I
taking it
say
on.
have, yeah, when I say have to, it's like I feel like I said before, I feel like if somebody is trusting me enough with their information to come on YouTube and fight for whatever that issue is, then I owe them that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But you was gone for however many weeks, right?
Yeah.
What did
Yeah.
they do then?
Nothing. They pretty much talk shit from what I'm understanding.
No, I'm talking about the people that you was helping, that you had to sacrifice you first for them. What did they do when you was no longer here?
That I don't know. And you have a
Okay.
point right there. I don't no
So
idea.
self value is the first. Self preservation is the first rule of nature.
Right.
So I'm not a therapist. I'm not gonna play one on the YouTube. I'm just built with thick skin, and sometimes I'm just a little evil with it. But
Hmm.
at the end of the day, you have to be selfish. Yes, ma'am. You
Yeah.
have to be selfish.
Yeah. And that was the whole point of the upload today.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it anymore, because in the long run, has it benefited me? I don't really think it has benefited me. I don't think that it did. I mean, this is just me, and you guys may disagree, and it's great. But when I look back at the work that I have done on YouTube, some of it is great and I'm proud of it. But then when I look back about my personal stuff that I shared on here, I wish I never did it. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh,
wish I never did
girl,
it.
join the crew, cause then you be motorho if you like tell some stuff. No, I honestly get it. Do you remember? We never had that many conversations. So when I
Right.
started out here, you were one of the bigger platforms, the biggest. I was very fond of you. Um, as I started in my career, one of the things that you did take on was women's issues,
Hmm.
and one of the things that hit me the hardest is coming off of your platform when the women had the "Who took my money from the bank account?" Remember that one when we did the
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
so that destroyed me. I already had some issues going on before I got here, right?
Hmm.
Then I came and I got my behind on that platform, and I became target number every target for um I call them no news is good news
Hmm.
with Gary Gnu. I took on a whole bunch of stuff because I was on that platform that night saying I need a little bit more evidence.
Right.
And people came for me in the chat like, "Oh, Monica is so mean. You had to defend me up there." When I was just like, "Damn, these ladies gonna have to tell me something different or tell
Right.
me something more." And then we had a conversation after that about Chosen, and
Hmm.
I was just like, I don't know if that's the right route. Like, I wasn't gun ho, even though I was gun ho
Hmm.
before I got my channel that he needed to be taken out. Then I started to understand the YouTube policies, and I was like, why eliminate him? And then he
Right.
gets to rebuild himself again.
Hmm.
And then we don't know who he is until he behaves the same way. Well,
Right.
good for him. He decided to leave us the hell alone
Exactly.
and went about his business and did his thing. And hopefully, whatever direction you're planning on going now, and uh, you'll be able to do that and rebuild yourself. So, are you
Right.
thinking about like getting rid of a whole channel or just changing the whole name? Or
I don't want to get rid of the channel,
yeah,
and
because it's
I
brutal starting over. Yo, hit
yeah,
that subscribe button over here and that like and all that other good stuff.
yeah, it is definitely hard to start over, but I will say at that particular time, it didn't take me much to build that channel back up.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It really didn't. I mean, I hit 1,000 subscribers in what, less than a month, I think. And I think that was because I was going at Chosen because he was a hot topic at that
Hmm.
time. But you notice when I did try to do something outside of Chosen,
Hmm.
there was rarely hardly any interest. You know what I'm
We all
saying?
have that same. We all have that same problem. We all
Right.
have that same problem here. Like, you think people want to hear about my justice shit? No.
Right.
They only interested in the justice shit that surrounds the 10K plus
Exactly.
at the most part. But you can't give up. I've listened to videos in the past couple days where people say she only has 9 people in the room. Well, y'all keep counting. I keep moving.
That.
You understand?
Yeah.
Babies, when they learn how to take steps, they don't be like, "Oh, I only took one step and fell down." They be like, "Ah!"
Right.
And
And they're
keep
gonna
on
keep moving. Right.
so
They're
we're
gonna
just
keep
gonna keep
freaking
on.
moving.
We're gonna keep on moving. Just bang it out. You just gotta keep banging it out. You're gonna be all right. I'm seeing a lot of changes in the community. The new community that's being born
Yes.
around here. And once people are defined the rejects, for me, hashtag rejects, and remain outside of the circumference, just looking in, piercing in. And then, every now and again, we open up the gates, the floodgates, and let them in because we need, the numbers.
Yeah, we need it. Yeah.
Told y'all we need the numbers
We
when we
need the
open
numbers.
up the gates. But
Right.
in other events, I love the community that we are evolving into. I feel very comfortable when I go in rooms and I'm speaking to folks. I just I feel like the time is now.
Hmm.
So whatever
And
you're planning, the time is now.
yeah, I have a lot of plans. Like I have been trying to introduce Red Bottom Chronicles for, I don't know, over a year. And what I've been basically wanting to do with Red Bottom Chronicles is to have a panel of strong Black women. And that is what I have been looking for from the very beginning, is a panel of strong, educated Black women who are basically not afraid to speak whatever is on their mind. Like we don't have to have a particular topic. If I pull up a Red Bottom Chronicle, it's just to kick it. It's just to talk about how we feel being treated within this community or even outside of this community. Issues that are relevant to us as Black women. Sometimes it may be a petty moment because we as women in general are petty. And then sometimes there will be something that's very, very informative for us as Black women as well. That's where I want the channel to go to, but especially with the Red Bottom Chronicle. Stronger every day. I'm still working on where I actually want that to go. I still want to be about woman empowerment, but I think the disconnect when I do things and I speak on women, whether I'm responding to a woman in a positive way or whether I'm responding to a woman in a negative way. It does not mean that I'm devaluing them or at all. I'm just speaking to them the way that I would speak to my daughters. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So if I'm harsh or I'm crass or I'm speaking to you as a bitch because that's how you're coming off, because maybe you can relate to me better that way. But it has nothing to do with tearing any woman down or making a woman feel worse about herself. That's never my intention at
Mhm.
all. So my thing is, do I continue with the woman empowerment? Because when I'm uplifting, I'm great, I'm wonderful. But when I'm bringing you down to bring you back up, then I'm a bitch and I'm a terrible person. And how can I say such things if I'm all about women? Well, I'm all about women, but I'm all about being fair as well. And I'm not going to coddle you. I'm not going to make you feel good about some bullshit. I'm not going to do it. So I'm conflicted. Do I continue doing what I really have a heart and passion for and speaking about rape and molestation and child abuse and women? Or do I just stick to straight topics and not involve other women? I mean, does that make any sense? Like,
Are you asking me?
yeah, I'm
Or
asking
just
you. No, I'm
um, permission to talk freely? Okay,
asking.
listen. The thing that I've learned, and got something else in my head that I thought of is off topic but on topic.
Okay.
I believe Alethea's I think she thought she was protecting you. Let me just say that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. But to engage in this sounds like a wonderful plan.
Hmm.
And it sounds like you have some good uh, uh, you've thought it out, right?
Hmm.
Now, the subjects around here, right, that come in and share their heart wrenching, we got two issues here, right? One thing that you cannot ignore. We've got vultures here. So women coming to any platform right now with the vultures that we got around here, sharing any misfortune in their life will become content for other people.
Right. Exactly.
And you won't really be able to help by just getting it out and speaking. And then perhaps there needs to be some therapeutic component of that if that should take place. Maybe outreach to people that are more therapeutic. I
Hmm.
don't understand about the tearing down part. You won't really have an opportunity to do it because the vultures will finish it for you. If
Right.
you begin to give that tough love, they will have their wall of fucks. What is it, y'all? Oh man, I was trying to be nice tonight. Their wall of shame or whatever you call it, um,
Hmm.
to counter it, and it may just add more injury than resolve at this moment.
Right.
You know, but having discussion on women's topics, beautiful thought process, right?
Hmm.
Um, and I think people could open up to it because I'm seeing a lot of women panels here discussing women issues, black
Right.
women issues, women of
Right.
um, discussion. So I think that you could really pull that off.
Hmm.
Um, you know, I mean, it's just a balance. I just feel that we do have this is a spiritual warfare. I've been saying this since 2018. This is a spiritual warfare, and we have to watch how we put ourselves in that spirit if we're
Hmm.
looking to protect when we got the devil on the outside or the demon, the demonic people, the wicked, whichever way you want to describe them, that are using the YouTube platform and the YouTube platform structure against us. They've weaponized the vehicle that you want to use to be expressive. They've weaponized it against us.
Yes.
So you can definitely host those kind of conversations. We do have private communities, right?
Hmm.
I've done private lives all the time. So you may be able to achieve that via a private live. with a small group, a small panel size. I'm just giving you different ways to approach it.
Yeah.
Then it's
Hmm.
not open. You
Right.
know, it's not so open. Maybe you can then pull topics that came out of it or discussions and make them pinpoints. You know, on a upload.
Hmm.
You understand, with
Yeah.
everybody in the court to protect, because you don't know what might come out of a confession
Hmm.
in that red bottom moment that
Hmm.
you might not want to have captured by the.
Everyone here. Yeah.
Yeah. And perhaps to having that closed private setting, because I do unlisted lives all the time with the influencers, that closed setting, especially like when we're brainstorming ideas and stuff, having that closed setting with just a closed group of people, you'd be surprised what you can accomplish. So don't think of it as a no. Think of it as, how can I be more effective, private, exclusive? Then it makes you even more valuable because it brings comfort.
Right.
Only thing
Right.
you have to do is not consume it and get lost. And lost means when you start to work with women and it becomes overwhelming, do you have support?
Hmm. And you know what? And I do outside of the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my problem, kind of where I'm a little standoffish, is because even I'm gonna go back a little bit so that maybe you can understand and the chat can understand. Even with the Chosen King issues,
Mm-hmm.
not to pat my back, but I worked hard with
Mm-hmm.
Chosen, to expose who he really, really is. And then after that, I had two other goons on my back, right? With Marco and Rob.
Oh, I didn't have that Sega. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had those goons. I had them coming at my husband. I had them supposedly driving past my house. I had a lot of shit going on with them. And where was the support on YouTube? To my knowledge, there was none, right? So when I went back and I made the live, when Rob was like, all right, Miss Deb, let's squash this. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I went on a live and I said, okay, I agree. Let's squash this because this is ridiculous. It's getting way too far. Now it's personal. I was called a flip flop. I was called a backstabber. I was called backing down. I was called all types of shit. But at the same time, was any of you people around when my husband was getting threatened? My children were being threatened. My daughter was being threatened to be assaulted. These are things that I dealt with on my own. I didn't come on live and talk about it. I didn't do none of that. So for people to look at me some type of way and want to unsubscribe and be angry at me because I put myself and my family first, I kind of felt some type of way about it. And I definitely felt some type of way about the people on YouTube, or at least the people that claim they were for me. And these were some channel holders that were in my lives and like, yeah, fuck them and do this and do that and do that. But yet nobody made a live be like, you know what? Y'all need to back off on that. Y'all need to stop bringing her family into this. This shit ain't fucking cool. But I heard everybody else going live for everybody else. But then I was all alone. And I feel like when I watch you, I feel like you at some point were all alone.
Oh yeah, girl, bye.
You didn't
Yeah,
have
girl, bye.
anybody, right? You didn't have anybody. I mean, I think
I've
you
always
are
had my influencers. They've been
exactly.
on deck. They've been very supportive of
And
me, and
mine
they've been
too.
very
My people
mad.
in the chat were
Yeah.
great. But
Hmm.
when you have a channel holder,
So you need bodyguards, protection.
I would sometimes I fucking do because you know what? I can only fight for so long. You know what I'm saying? I can only fight for so
So
long. And if
who
I
are
feel
these
like I'm
goons?
fighting alone, then it's a no-win situation for me. If I'm fighting for people, but then I'm fighting by myself for my own shit alone, then it kind of defeats my whole purpose of fighting for anybody. Because I don't necessarily want to say I have bodyguards, but what I would like for people to do is that when you clearly see someone being harassed, or you clearly see someone being threatened, you clearly see someone pretty much losing it, is when people need to really step up and be in people's corners. Does that make any sense? I mean, it's not necessarily that you have to be my friend. It doesn't necessarily have to be that we are on each other's panels, or we're in general.
Well, coming up, I don't know if we're having it tonight, but coming up soon, there is a town hall meeting and there will be open discussion. And that seems like a broader discussion for the community. I can't speak on behalf of the community. I can
Hmm.
speak on the community that I'm building, um, continue to build. You could speak on the community that you're building, and what it sounds like you're saying to me, when we speak as a collective body with the other communities, right? Because you
Yeah,
got your own community, I got my own community, and the town hall setting is where all of our communities are coming together. That could be a wholesome conversation.
you know what? I think it can be,
Mm-hmm.
because I was watching a couple of lives, and I even watched yours. I was watching yours and waiting for you to come on. And if Gears hadn't shared it, I didn't even get your notification.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that,
Thank you, Cass. Thank you,
thank
Carla.
you, Gears,
Also,
because I did not, because I had you, I was waiting for you, and then when I clicked on it, you had that live was gone. So yeah, I looked at
I
Gears.
wasn't sure how it was going to pick up because I normally use Zoom, but I
Mhm.
didn't remember if I've ever seen you on Zoom. So I came to StreamYards because I know most of everybody uses StreamYards.
Yeah, and I was gonna email you too. I'm like, do I download Zoom or whatever?
No,
But
so I did StreamYards. Yeah, it's free.
yeah,
It's 20 hours.
yeah, and it's acting okay tonight. So
I believe it's going to be at the town hall. Is going to be at. I'm sorry about that. It
mhm.
should be over with Logic. I did my part. I sent him when he asked me to send him. So I did my part. I just don't have a time from him. If not, it'll be tomorrow night.
Okay, because
Um,
yeah, I think definitely that needs to be talked about. Like when I was watching a couple of lives, and Nikkei had hit on some things too
mhm.
about the disrespect in this community. And I've been talking about the disrespect in this community for a very long time. And it seems like it's gotten worse. I mean, we have young men on here that has been stand up men and speaking for women, and saying that shit is not right and not cool. But I think more men need to do it, so that these other ones that are out here doing it, that think it's okay to speak to us any type of way and be disrespectful, I think it needs to be addressed. And it's kind of
Well,
going over the men's head.
it's a two-way street too, because
Yeah, it is.
I had the conversation, as everybody knows, I had the conversation with Reckless, and it's been Reckless. But at the end of the day, including me, right, there has to be a level of respect.
Mm-hmm.
In order to get respect, you got to give
Have to give
respect.
it right.
Um, so it's a two-way street. It's who you feel comfortable with, and
Hmm.
how you feel comfortable handling it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
but it's definitely something that could go on, or like we can handle so much in our own community that we're building, but
Yeah,
as a whole, that's what it is. No, respect is not earned, it's given or get
it's
out.
given. Exactly.
It's given or you get out. That's just is, if we're all coming in the same place, and please don't even start with me because I put motherfucking work in, so I don't need to be disrespected by anybody because I've
Okay.
been true to who I am since I've been here. So I walk in respecting you.
Right.
Once you disrespect me, it's over. So let's not have me get all riled up about respect. You,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? But
Exactly.
um, well, I think there is a lack of self esteem in here, which may make folks seem disrespectful. But when I'm looking at the body of channels that we now have, the direction that people are traveling in now, I am enjoying the community I am in.
Yes.
So for the people that want to be on the outskirts of that, that don't want to practice that level of respect, you may leave. The door swings that way. But remember, there are drama channels here that are driven by doing content on other channels. So there is always going to be give and take as there is in your real life. You choose in real society who to fuck around with and who not to. Fuck
Right.
around meaning hang in those areas. You know what streets not to go down, what neighborhoods to avoid, which places bring down your property value. The same thing happens here.
Right.
So that's it. I appreciate this conversation with you. Gears advised that Logic's gonna go live at 8. So that's gonna be in like another 10 minutes, 9 minutes to do the town hall. So come join us over at the town hall. All you guys in the chat. Are there any questions that you have for um Ms. Deb or myself?
Yeah, please. If you guys have any questions for me, by all means, let it out. Let's do this. Like, because obviously there are issues. So I'm here. When I open my panel to discuss issues, you guys don't want to show up. So I'm here and I'm open. If there's something that I've done, if there's something that I've said, have I steered?
Well, being over
You
there with
know,
the Robinson is at the beginning of your return is not you're gonna
you know
have
what?
to.
You, and let me explain this, y'all. That that y'all, for real, was out of default. For real. That was not something that me and that woman did not talk while I was away. We had no conversations while I was gone. We were not friends. We were not buddy buddy. Unfortunately, like you said, Mo, I was a product of that fucking environment. I did so much stuff and said so much stuff against everybody else.
Yeah, you
Was
got
I
bridges to build.
right? Was I comfortable going into anybody else's chat room? Was I comfortable going into Drop's chat? No, because I said some fucked up shit about that man. So why would I go into his chat? Why would I expect him to come into mine? You know what I'm saying? Me and Gears don't rock out like that. We have an understanding now, I hope. But did I feel comfortable going into his chat? No, I didn't, because I didn't know how people felt about me within his chat. And
Mm.
that matters to me. I don't want to be anywhere where I'm not welcome.
Then
I
you
don't want to
leave.
be right.
You
I
you
don't want
pick
to be
you
anywhere
pick up
where
your weed, your what is it? Your weed, your keys, and you
my
walk
weed
out.
and my keys and I'm out. You
And
know
you
what I'm saying? And it's like you want
my
to feel
phone. What is it?
welcome.
My phone, my weed, my
My
keys.
phone, my weed, meet me in the parking lot, all of that. So
Mm.
because of my actions, and I'm not blaming none of that other shit on the Robinsons. It was my actions prior to me coming back. It was what I was saying prior to me coming back about whatever's fucking side. But when you really look at the quality of my work, when you really sit down and listen to my lives, I say the bad and the good on both sides.
Mm.
I have said Drop was right about things when it came to the Robinsons too. I said, well, some of the shit that they're saying about them is true too. But what do I do? And I've also said it in live. When there's something that somebody says and you know that it just don't sound right, Google is your friend. Google it and you will find out the truth. It's just that simple. So when I went back and Googled everything that I need to find out, I realized I was all wrong in the perception that I had of Drop. Because again, going back to when I came back, I'm about woman empowerment. People came to me about things with him. So
Really?
yes, yes.
He's always been very upstanding to me. Even for me, I
Mhm.
can only speak on my experience. Even as late as yesterday, he's
Mhm.
always given me very good channel advice or growth advice for me as you know, to make me stronger in the game.
Mhm.
So I've never had any disrespect. I've been
Mhm.
treated just as I am, Monica Mo Justice. No, none of the other stuff that I've heard around here. No sexual undertone. Can't
Right.
say I was any kind of harassed by
Mhm.
him. I've seen respect, and respect has been given in both directions, and I appreciate the conversation. So
Mhm.
I'm sorry that you've had that experience, but you've been here longer than me, and you actually came from the Kanika environment of putting
Mhm.
out that Kanika content. You understand? And as
Mhm.
we are on the anniversary, kissing it right now, you guys are the first levels of this. We're the next generation. So
Mhm.
it's a different plateau y'all on. So you have a different experience with him, and it comes from a different place.
Right. And you know what? And like I said, and some people took that when I said I saw drop in a different perspective. It was the perspective of what my ladies were telling me. You know what I'm saying? And now,
Where your ladies at now?
well, they're good because
Are
some
the
of the
same
girls,
ladies?
yeah, some of the girls
Oh,
are with them and they're fine and they're cool. And Drop has shown them nothing but love and respect.
mm-hmm.
And with that coming from them to me, no, Drop is fine. He showed us nothing but love and respect. We've had our problems with him, but we're good. So when I come back and say my perspective of Drop was just my perspective, you know what I'm saying? So now that I see him for who he is outside of the emotion, he is a good guy. He's a very intelligent guy, and
Mm-hmm.
he's
You know, for that
yeah,
GED education,
and
I'm about to tell you. Mm-hmm.
exactly, and he is a major factor and contributor to this community. And when I said in my live the other day, he cares about this community.
Exactly.
So now that I can get out of my emotional brain and look at him with my logical brain, I see him for who he is. And he's a great person to me. Even when I was on his panel, I didn't feel attacked. He gave me nothing but love and respect, and I didn't even expect that. I was expecting him to go in on me. I was expecting for everybody to come on the panel and go in on me, and that didn't even happen. And he gave me some really good advice, and I took that and I ran with it, and I think he's a great guy. So if anybody want to be fucking mad at me, be mad at me for saying he's a cool dude.
The
And
community has changed. The
mhm.
people here are wonderful. Get to know them, and you will feel comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm
and that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm still a little apprehensive. So I go in, and I'm listening. I listen to everybody, but I'm still a little apprehensive. You know what I'm saying? To actually go into some of these chat rooms because, like I said, it was my mouth.
mm.
It was.
You will build those bridges. I'm confident you will. It just takes some time. Everything takes time, and I got time. No. Anyway, it was. I appreciate you coming up here and accepting my invitation, and I appreciate the conversation. The series "Woman to Woman" is the one I want to bring on the Wednesday evenings, along with our juror discussions on cases that are in the real world. So this is how it should look on a Wednesday evening for the West Coast Wednesdays.
Cool.
Um, so just keep shining stronger. It'll get better.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to go into anybody's room. All you can do is try.
Right.
That's it. If
Right.
someone says they don't want you here, then they don't want you there. That's all.
Right.
It's
And
not.
then you know what? And I will say that the ones that I have gone into are pretty much very accepting.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? So I will take that and I will move on and continue to try to build, those bridges with people that, I definitely shouldn't have came after at all. And while I'm on here, I want to get this out. I want to apologize to Gears. I really want to apologize to him. Um, who else is I'm seeing in this chat room that I want to apologize? I want to apologize to Cynthia Simpson because I read her comment.
Mama Simpson?
And Mama Simpson. Because Cynthia, man, she was a rider for me. You know what? She really was. Her and Alicia back in the day was always a rider for me, no matter what I was going through, a live or upload. Those two were right there. And I know, reading from her comment, she was disappointed with me being around those people. And now that I see those people clearly and the blinders are off and the mission has been done as far as what my intention was, I will agree with Cynthia on that. And I apologize, Cynthia, for that. And I'm sorry.
Mm. And I want to shout out Shalinda. Um, I call her Unitopia, but Uni and freaking Rainy, y'all were awesome last night in shutting down um let me just say distractions, because y'all did a great job saying, listen, you're not going to do this over here. If you got an issue over there, take it back over there, but you're not going to interrupt our discussion, change our direction, and bring that energy over here. Y'all are
Mhm.
awesome. That's when I was sitting there, I was watching it after my live, and I went back through the cycles of who was live last night. I was like, this is fucking awesome. You
Yeah.
guys,
I watched that. I was in her live for a little while,
and,
and yeah.
and nothing against the person that just wanted to speak, right? Go get your ass up on a platform and do your thing, or you could have came back.
Mhm.
And you're welcome to have an exchange with me again, because now I've got a fresher view of the thing. But you ladies, if there was an award to give y'all for standing firm and you didn't disrespect her as she was being disrespectful to you, but you shut the shit down. And that's what we got to do. And that's how you see the community changing. It's
Mhm.
evolving. It's like, yo, we seen you with an issue over there. Take your issue back over there. You're not going to do this here. We don't care what it is, right? We're not saying you're right or wrong. We're just not going to let you do that here. Not right
Right.
now. That's it. You know, another day, another dollar. So y'all stand supreme. Like, this is that shit that it's made out of. Like, y'all built like that. And that was
Right.
awesome. It was absolutely awesome. And more people need to do that. There's not that much view in the world. This is one person, and that's it. And that was, that was unfortunate. um and that was it. Shalinda, right on point, right on point. And then, Uni's got away with her. She,
Yeah.
all right, well, let her back on. She's like, let me let her back on. um
You
yeah,
know what? She's sweet. She's a sweetheart. And what she has been through with dealing with those people, I have to give her nothing but utmost respect.
what people?
The Robinsons.
Oh,
What she has dealt with, even Quee, what she has dealt with those people. A
the
lot of these
devil's
women.
always busy. But again, part of extinguishing their light and keeping them in the dark is by letting ours grow. Well,
That's right.
just watching the stuff as it moves over here. They're sitting in the dark watching the shit over here.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mhm.
It's feeling uncomfortable. That's why you have some people jumping ship over there to come back over here, and
Yeah,
it's hard to make that transition when so many bridges have been burned. So
exactly.
if you
And
can
then
come
when
here and restore, that's a great thing.
yeah, and then when you take on the attitude of the channel holder, when none of this has to do with you. So writing in the chats and, speaking that negativity towards somebody that you don't have a personal issue with needs to stop. because then you're bringing your own issue, that you're bringing someone else's issue to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like all that back and forth talking in the chats because you want to be down with the channel holder. And I
Mm.
think people need to start to be individuals. And I think that people need to start, you
When I come
know
on the
what?
YouTube, I come here to enjoy other folks' company. We are in the middle of a pandemic. We are all experiencing some type of anxiety right now,
Hmm.
and I'd rather be around people that I just enjoy their company than be around a whole bunch of negativity.
Yes.
So I'm gonna stick on the side of this positive stuff, and I'm gonna try to jump on that bandwagon. I'm gonna be bandwagoning that, and I
Hmm.
have been, and I love the energy of the folks, and I appreciate that they have taken the time to put a magnifying glass on me and
Hmm.
see me for who I am, because I
Right.
haven't always been viewed in the highest light here. But
Hmm.
when people do get a chance to meet me and they do get a chance to get into me just a little bit, they understand and I think they appreciate. And I'm having the time of my life and I'm not thinking about them over there.
Right. You know what? And me too. And I keep focusing on Cynthia right now, but even the upload that I did today, and asking people, should I change the name? You know what I'm saying? Did I live up to that name? Did I earn that stronger everyday name?
Girl, don't start with me.
And you know what? And was I expecting Cynthia to say no? You keep that damn name.
Well, it's yours. I
It's
mean,
mine. Yeah, but that made me feel good because it made me feel like, okay, it doesn't matter how many comments I got under that video. The ones that matter the most is the ones that commented. You know what I'm saying? The ones that really mattered the most is the ones that commented. And everybody that did comment was like, no, you keep that name. Because to me, what my supporters think and feel, it kind of like it does matter to me. What people think and feel about me, it
but
does matter to me.
define yourself. Uh,
Yeah.
you carve out your path, and the love will follow.
Yeah. Right. And Yvonne, commented, royalty commented, and their opinions matter. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about the people that thumbs it down, because I could care
You
less
got
about
thumbs
that.
down?
Oh, definitely. I mean,
Shout out to
Monica,
the
I got
really Vaughn. She's my mentor on this shit.
Yvonne is,
Has
yeah,
been for over
she's,
a
oh,
year.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, yeah, I got a thumbs down. I got a thumbs down on the Death of SJ video. So, yeah, clearly there are some people that just don't fucking like me for whatever fucking reason. And, it's cool. It is what it is. I don't waste any time or sleep on that. But it does matter to me, the opinions of people who really did support me, their opinions matter, you know? And I thank y'all for that, for real, for real.
Wow. I think it's only gonna get better.
Yes.
It's once you figure out your direction, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah. And I'm still figuring it out.
All right, guys. I didn't see any questions pop up, so we're just going to end it on that note. And again, I do appreciate you. I appreciate what you said that made me have to fall on my sword and actually have a come to woman moment. So thank
Hmm.
you very much.
You're welcome. And thank you
Not
for
getting
reaching
caught
out
up
to me.
in not getting caught up in it as I had been,
Right.
and being willing to have the discussion. That means a lot. That says a lot about your character.
Thank you. And it says a lot about yours. Definitely. Definitely.
All right.
Good
Well, I will see you around. Good night, y'all. See y'all over at
night,
the Town Hall
everybody. Y'all
meeting.
have a good night. Thanks
Okay.
again, Monica.
You're welcome
All right.
anytime. Bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Good night, everyone. I'll see you at the town hall meeting. It's at YouTube Court TV. Thank you for the 60 people that were in the room. Yo, y'all better hit that like button. Those of you who haven't subscribed, you know you love my vibe. This is Motown Mo, and she's got to go.